Hey guys, how's it going? Today we're going to have a Ralph Northam versus Edward Gillespie in a 2017 general election for the governor race in the state of Virginia. I'm going to be going over points as to why Ralph Northam will undoubtedly win the Virginia governor race. If I'm wrong about this, you can prove me wrong. But as of right now, based off what I've seen in the 2016 election results, the 2012 election results, the 2008 swing from the Republican Party, right now, Virginia has been trending more Democratic. 2017 is sure is an off year, but the energy is on the Democratic side. So I'm going to be going through all the points as to why Ralph Northam will be the next governor out of the state of Virginia. So let's first take a close look at the primary. Ralph Northam and Tom Perillo. This one, Perillo, I'm not sure how to say it, but backed by Bernie Sanders. This is a Clinton state. Bernie Sanders really had no effect on the primary here. This race was supposed to be extremely close. However, Northam won by 11.8%. Over here, this one was supposed to be a blowout for Gillespie, but Corey Stewart won that Trump vote. After he started speaking out against Edward Gillespie, he started gaining traction, and the Republican Party in Virginia ignored it. They ignored that solid Trump base that voted for Trump in the 2016 election, even though Hillary Clinton won the state. It seems Republicans have forgotten about states that were once solid for them. Just like Democrats have forgotten states that were once solid for them. Wisconsin, they forgot about Wisconsin in the 2016 election. In Virginia, they didn't necessarily forget about Virginia, but after the general election, after a vote for Hillary Clinton, they have started to they started to do more rallies in Wisconsin. You've seen Trump there bringing back jobs in the state of Wisconsin and rallying there to get more, to start his 2020 campaign. They've been focusing more on the Rust Belt than they have in states that they need to bring back in order to win future elections. But as of right now, it's not looking so good for the Democrats for election-wise if they nominate someone like Elizabeth Warren, but that's another topic. Right now, we're just talking about the state of Virginia. Again, if we look here, and let's look in the 2016 general election results out of the state of Virginia. All this red out here, all solid Trump area, 81%, 77%, 75, 76. Over here is where all the Democratic vote comes in. We look at the primary map. Gillespie won those Democratic areas. Look at the map there, and look at the map here. A lot of blue compared to a sea of red. This solid Trump base voted for Corey Stewart. Give or take a few counties. This is all solid Stewart base. Over here, 71% for Corey Stewart. In Smith County, let's see where they voted in the 2016 general election. 75% for Donald Trump. This is Trump area. With a divide in the Republican Party as big as itself, Corey Stewart has voiced expression against Edward Gillespie almost as much as he's attacked Ralph Northam or Tom Perillo. There is, Perillo, I'm not sure how to say it, but with this divide in the Democratic Party, in the Republican Party in Virginia, as of right now, Ralph Northam is on the pathway to victory. He's winning in all the counties he needs to. And as for the lieutenant governor's race, I easily see Justin Fairfax becoming the next lieutenant governor. And then in the House of Delegates, not much of an issue here. But, yeah, so over here we have this is just the primary results, and then we can compare it to the general election results. Alexandria, Clinton counties. Down here is what's really going to land Northam the victory there. Hillary Clinton won the state of Virginia with 49.8% to Donald Trump's 444%. Sorry, 44.4%. She won by over 200,000 votes, as you can see right here. And Gary Johnson and the rest she did not reach that 50% mark. However, Ralph Northam is better viewed out of the state of Virginia. He's liked more, and really this is going to go for the Democrats either way. If we just look at where the energy is standing on the Democratic side, they have the energy backing them. Virginia is a Democratic state. It is trending more Democratic. If we remember the 2012 results, Hillary Clinton did better in Virginia than she did in states like Wisconsin, states that Obama won. All the states that have that shade are flips from 2012. But Virginia didn't flip. Why didn't it flip? Because Hillary Clinton had Tim Kaine there. But if Tim Kaine wasn't there, would she still have won? Sure. She would have easily won that state. I don't think Tim Kaine had at all that much of an effect enough to win her the state. Like Nevada had Trump ahead in the polls, but she won by 2.4%. So having the running mate didn't really make that much of an effect in my opinion. Sure, your opinion could be different, so I'm not going to go over that because this is really about the governor race. But again, the same county map, we look in there. But how come it didn't flip, but the other states flipped? if we look at the change from 2012, there's some more blue. There's some more blue counties. Sure, the rest are red because they view Trump a lot more favorably, just like they did for Stewart in the primary, and that's the general area all the way over here. But we look in counties. Democrats got more votes in some of these key counties. Henrico, they won more counties. Henrico County is a Democratic county that voted for Obama with 55% of the vote. One notably because some of the people I know online are from this county, but it was just a noticeable trend. So if you just look over in the state of Virginia, there's a lot of counties that have voted more Republican, but it's by smaller margins, and with smaller vote counts, 24 precincts compared to 94 precincts or 66 precincts, things like that. But so let's go back to the primary map. There is a divide. There is a general divide between the moderate Democrats out of the state, the moderate Republicans out of the state of Virginia, and the Trump Republicans out of the state of Virginia. Just like the 2016 general election map, the Trump county stayed with the Trump candidate, and the Democratic county stayed with the moderate Republican county stayed with Edward Gillespie. We've seen almost a same trend with the Democratic primary. This area that voted for Hillary Clinton did not vote for Ralph Northam I voted for Ralph Northam in the primary, essentially the Clinton candidate. Tom Perillo, is endorsed by Bernie Sanders, and he won in counties that Hillary Clinton did not win in, over here. So, again, let's look at the counties over here, solid Trump area. So, with the energy on the Democratic side, with Ralph Northam being viewed positively, with the divide in the current Republican Party out of the state of Virginia, they have a lot of ground to make up. A lot of polls have been showing Northam ahead. Sure, they could be wrong, but am I thinking they're going to be wrong? I don't think so. Ralph Northam is a strong candidate. I've seen a lot of his ads on my TV because I live near Virginia, of course. So we get struck in with that wave of ads that we get. Like I've gotten Barbara Comstock ads. So yeah, so we have Gillespie versus Northam, and as of right now, Gillespie used to go ahead of Northam when Northam was unfavored to win the race because of the fact that there was supposed to be a huge divide in the Democratic Party here. Polls showed Perillo even over Northam at times, and it showed an almost exact tie on Election Day. However, Northam won with 55.9% of the vote. They underestimated the Clinton wave. Here, they also underestimated Corey Stewart. They thought that he would be an easy blowout for Gillespie. They were wrong, and as soon as the primaries ended, a lot of the Bernie supporters came over to the Northam side. However, as of right now, Gillespie is at 39.9% of the vote, expected by Huffington Post. Northam has 48.3%. Those are some numbers that we're going to see some similar things coming out of the state, like the state of Virginia. State of Virginia, 49.8%. That's not a clear majority, over 50%. But I'm considering that a lot of that undecided vote is going to vote for Northam. I think it's some of those upset of Perillo's lost, but some of them are upset that he lost, but I do think that they will go to Northam overall. There's a Gravis marketing poll with Gillespie ahead by 2, but the rest have a continuous trend of Northam winning the race. And they really underestimate the divide in the Republican Party. With polls like that, they really should have Edward Gillespie above 39%, considering that he is the Republican nominee already. And more votes were cast in the Democratic Party than in the Republican Party combined, so that's something they should also worry about. There was more energy on the Democratic side to come out in a primary. Don't you think there will be more one with the Trump presidency? Edward Gillespie is not liked by the Trump voters, so where does he make up there? He's going to have to appeal to them, and they won't come out to vote unless their candidate is front and center, just like they would have voted for Trump if he was an independent over a Jeb Bush Republican nomination. So right now, with the current divide in the Republican Party, I don't see a Gillespie victory. The New York Times, they're the ones that I'm using right now. So if you're wondering what page I'm on, I'm just gonna give the credit to New York Times. If you didn't notice already, it was up here the entire time, but I thought I should say it. So yeah, so this one was extremely close, 5,000 votes. I'm just going to come back to it for a second because I think that it's probably what's going to kill the Republican candidate. If this was any other year, I think it would be a lot more competitive. But since we have a Trump presidency, that was not expected. We have a state that voted for the losing Democratic candidate, even though she lost in key states that she needed to win. We have a divided Republican Party. We have a somewhat united Democratic Party compared to where the margins were There's more of a victory for one candidate than here. And overall, the Democrats are going to win this race. I'm going to say that now. I have full confidence that Ralph Northam will pull off this race when it comes time around for the elections. They're not for another 2 months, so we won't know. So yeah, so what you just heard in the background was a Hangouts notification. So if you guys want to, by the way, if you guys want to contact me to ask me questions about my videos or when I'm going to upload things, you can always just ask in my comment section, and I'll be happy to provide you with the information that you need. Not really so keen on putting it on my videos unless you've seen some of my live streams where I put it on there, but I'm not really putting my general email on there. But, so yeah, so overall, I'm expecting a Northam victory just because of the multiple factors against the Republican Party here and the 2016 general election results. So as of right now, I'm just going to recap on my main points. Divided Republican Party. Polls show a Northam favorability with 5.8 according to Real Clear Politics. The last poll that came out showed, from the Washington Post, Northam is up by 11. Quinnipiac, Northam up by 8. Monmouth is with a tie. VCU, Northam plus 5. Quinnipiac, Northam plus 6. And Roanoke College from Virginia, Northam plus 7. All ties out to an average of 5.8. The last poll that had Gillespie ahead was done by Gravis Marketing, and it was taken in mid-March of 2017. So there's obviously a different landscape with the presidential factor, and after the primaries, there's more of a divided Republican Party. So thank you guys for watching for this video. I'll have another one out tonight. So again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.